All right, here we go. So, for the first assignment, you maybe have noticed we're going to be working with, and you're not, again, I totally take this how you want it and take it whatever direction you want it, whether it's more conceptual, more sculptural. But the point of departure is a container, and a container that I want to kind of use as the point of departure is like a basket form. Now I checked out, and I apologize, they're from my office, I'll get them. I had a bunch of books on baskets. If you want to look through them, I mean it's an object or a container or a volume that really has existed cross-culturally throughout the world forever, because there's been this need, this utilitarian need to contain things, so to carry things or to hold things. So we're using that, but you're not limited to this idea of containment, okay? Some of yours might not even be able to contain anything, but I want you to use that as just your muse or a point of departure for starting to create some sort of volume, and I'm going to give you some points of departure on how to start this, okay? So first and foremost, I need to do what we did on Wednesday, and I need to make a quick slab. I was really impressed. I know what you're like thinking, well, Mike, we just made 5x5 flat tiles. Like, you listened and followed the directions, and that's why it went so smooth on Wednesday. I've done tiles only 2 other times with classes, and I don't know if I did a more in-depth demo than usual or what, but it usually it's usually about a third of the class listened, and then about the rest, there's kind of, just like the gradation of success to having to start over. It seems like everyone totally did it just fine. So, well done. Now remember, try to get your tiles done definitely for class on Monday, but you could finish them probably today and start drawing them. Okay, so this is my slab that I'm starting with, and remember, you're going to compress. Looks like I'm going against the grain because it's peeling, so now I'm going to go with the grain. This is also going to, if there are air bubbles in there, it's going to pop them. The air bubbles, you maybe have been taught that they explode. Air bubbles don't explode. You don't have to worry about that. They're annoying, especially with wheel throwing when there's air pockets in the wall. But don't be scared about air bubbles making your work explode in the kiln. It's not air bubbles that make your work explode in the kiln, it's water vapor. So steam exiting the wall of non-ceramic work can explode, but we try to mitigate that by firing slowly and drawing things out of the way. All right, so we have a slab. Got 2 more minutes on that, that's good. So, what you're going to do to make the base of your volume or basket form is you're going to use these. These are called slump molds. So these negative spaces that are in here, that's actually going to be the footprint that you're going to start with. And if that's an abstract idea right now, it'll become clear in a second because I have 2 set up already that I'm going to start working with. Some of these are pretty complex. It wouldn't be a bad idea to, at the very least, start out with some of the simpler ones, like so. But they all will work well for what we're doing. If there's a shape that you don't see, we can totally make it. So all these were, I shouldn't have just thrown these away. I just came in on Monday and I just took craft paper and sketched out a bunch of shapes. And then traced it onto sheets of plywood, and then took these negatives out with a jigsaw, handheld jigsaw. If there's a specific shape you want, we can totally cut it out for you. So I need 2 bricks. So to start off, the base of your container, basket, however you want to think about it, you're going to take that template